After you watch this video, and if you do the work that's instructed in the video, you're going to find your game moves to a much higher level. Perfecting the art of the stroke is not something you do overnight. Many players have worked on it for years. Grady Matthews says you need 7 years and 2 million balls before you can perfect the art of the stroke and become a great player. I can shorten that distance because what I do is I specialize. You would be working on something specific as related to the art of the stroke. It's like the Zen in the art of archery. Your master instructor will teach you how to handle the bow, how to pull the string back, how to relax, how to breathe, how to sight. In fact, you'll pull the string back on the bow over and over and over again for as long as 6 months before he gives you an arrow to shoot. And you know, in pocket billiards, we grab the cue and we get right out there and we start shooting. And that's the worst thing we could do for ourselves. I'm going to share with you the concepts of a great stroke, the art of pocket billiards, and you can take that and use it and work with it, or you can come to me. If you come to me for 5 days, I will make sure you possess the art of a perfect stroke. And I'll tell you, the price that you'd pay to have the art of a perfect stroke is nothing compared to the benefits. You may spend your entire life working on this stuff. We're going to call this series the Monk Shot Sequence. It is a sequence that we must go through on every single shot. The first thing that we do is we connect to the shot. I will stand behind the shot and I'll pay a little attention to my right leg and make sure that I am aimed right there so I can make that two down in the corner pocket. Now, this is a hard shot. This is a long shot down into the corner pocket, easy one to miss. But I never consider any of that because what am I doing? I am connecting to the shot. So when you connect to the shot, you're not going to consider, well, what if I miss the shot or not? That's for the amateurs. Okay, the second thing you want to do is wait there while you look at the shot until your muscle memory speaks to you. You know, when we make balls, we build myelin. Whenever we make a ball, we instill myelin in our brain. And the more myelin we have, the more recall we have about the shot. It's an actual chemical substance that exists in the brain. It can be measured. There are some athletes that have more myelin than others because they've worked harder. So I stand here and I wait for my muscle memory to speak to me. In other words, I'm looking at this shot and the muscle memory tells me that I am in line. So when I get that, I land on the cue ball. Okay? And I look again. Here's my muscle memory telling me I'm still in line. And in that case, it told me I was in line. I connected for the second time and it told me I was in perfect alignment. Have you ever seen a player get down on a shot, then get back up, and then get back down, then get back up? What's happening is when he gets down, he's not aligned. And if he's not aligned, his muscle memory can't speak to him. So he doesn't want to shoot that shot until the muscle memory speaks to him. Now going back to that archer, the master archer instructor wants to make sure that the primary goal is to get you in line with the target. If you don't get in line with the target, your eye cannot see the target. If you're off-centered, if you're too far away or up too close, your eye will not see the target. Therefore, your muscle memory or your myelin will not be able to speak to you. Now, when your muscle memory tells you that you're in line with the shot, you should then go ahead and trust that. Because I'll tell you something, the muscle memory does not lie. I get down on a shot even though it's, I'll give you a good example. I made the 8 and was looking at a long shot on the 9. And the guy jumped off his bench and went running over and stood right next to that pocket, flipping his stick back and forth. And I said to him, I said, you can do anything you want down there. I'm still going to make this ball. And the reason I knew I was going to make this ball is because that's what I was going to focus on. I wasn't going to focus on him. He doesn't have any power over me. I had the power, based on my training, to focus on the shot at hand. Now I'm going to show you the technique here in just a minute. Now the muscle memory is developed through specific practice. See, in the Monk 101 program, you have 20 plus levels to work through. Each level has 5 to 8 lessons. So you have over 100 lessons to work on. And you might say, well, wow, that's a lot of shots to work on. Well, we're not working on shots. We're working on stroke. We're working on the execution of a perfect stroke. Every time you shoot one of these shots, here's one right here, I'm working on the execution of the perfect stroke. I'm not working on making that ball. The making the ball will be the consequence of a perfect stroke. As I said, I stand here and I connect to that shot. When I get connected, I then land on the cue ball. Okay? Now I look to connect one more time. Okay, I did. Okay, right now my right hand is too far forward. So, I put it back. Okay, now I look again. Okay, this looks pretty good. Now, the shot sequence, you pull back. You see that right arm drop? Pull back, right arm drop. Now, the best way to build the great stroke is with the slip stroke. Right arm drop, slip stroke. Right arm drop, slip stroke. Shift. If you come over here from my 5 days training, this is what we're going to do. And you're going to go home with a grooved, solid stroke. Let's talk about that slip stroke. Okay? Now when you incorporate the elbow drop and the slip stroke, you're going to miss shots because your focus will be on that elbow drop and slip stroke. Now, I'm not teaching you something that only I do. I haven't mastered it yet. I will master it. I haven't. I'm teaching you something Willie Mosconi does. I'm teaching you what Efren Reyes does. I'm over here in the Philippines and I hang around with the greatest pool players in the world, and they all do it. And they don't tell you about it. They drop their shoulder and they do a little slip. And they grip very loose. Some grip inside like this. And so we're going to adopt the method of the pros. I mean, our method isn't working. It got us to a certain level, but it didn't break us through. So when you come over here, I'm going to sit right beside you, and we're going to work on this until we get it. What we're going to do today is something that very few instructors share with their students. And I suspect the reason they don't share it is because they don't know it. They don't understand it. You get that an instructor says, come on to my school for 2 days and I'll show you how to do cut shots and I'll show you how to do banks and cut balls and bank balls, but I'll never show you how to handle a cue. That's what happens when you go to an amateur instructor, and I'm going to tell you personally, I only know of 5 instructors in the world who can give the lesson I'm about to give you. And I'm not knocking other instructors, I'm just saying they don't know. They don't know that you need to learn how to handle that cue before you make any shots whatsoever. If you go to a archery academy here, and we have one up in the mountains, it costs you about $50,000 to go to it, to become a Zen master archer. You're going to have a bow in your hand for 6 months before you ever get an arrow. You see, if you don't perfect the art of the stroke, you can forget about all that. Knowledge isn't going to pocket a ball. It's the skill that's going to pocket a ball. So I'm going to give you the mother lode right now. I'm going to give it to you right now. And I do that because deep down in my heart, I hate to see players get set off on the wrong course and spend their entire pool career struggling. How many players have come to me and said, you know, I've been playing the same level for the last 10 years. I can't seem to break through. That's because they never took the time to work on their stroke. This is the Monk Billiard Academy. It's beautiful. It's serene. It's very comfortable. A lot of bamboo finish and a beautiful table. If you want to master the art of the stroke, then invest in yourself and come here for 5 days. 5 days I will sit right next to you and go through all this material until you have it. And trust me, when you have it, you're a whole new player. Plus, after you have it, I give you a year-long study in pocket billiards that will you can use it to perfect your new skills.